am back for another breakdown of the Diddy trial. Let's get into everything that's happened in court since Wednesday. And I'm on vacation, so sorry I don't have my gavel or my usual attire. Now, first up, we had Kid Cudi. He took the stand. He testified about that 2012 in his Porsche being set on fire, that he believes it was Diddy. Diddy was furious over Kid Cudi's relationship with Cassie. Kid Cudi testimony is super significant because he goes on to describe Diddy as someone who's almost like a Marvel supervillain and just like really aggressive. Something else that Diddy did was Diddy apparently broke into Kid Cudi's house and like disconnected his security cameras and all this other stuff. So Diddy actually acted pretty much insane with Kid Cudi, and he was on the stand giving all the history of that. Something to note is the defense started to inquire into Kid Cudi and Cassie's intimate relationship, and the judge cut that out like immediately because that is a violation of a federal rule that is in place to protect victims from having their sexual activity or past being used against them. Next, we had Cassie's makeup artist, Myla Morales, and she shared a disturbing moment from 2010 during a Grammy weekend when she stayed the night with Cassie at her hotel room. So she went out partying with Cassie. They went to go party with Prince. She woke up to Diddy screaming and yelling and sounds like he's beating Cassie in the other room. She ended up seeing Cassie that morning. Cassie had a swollen eye, bloody lip, and refused to go to the hospital, but she stayed with her for a couple of days. Now, defense did try to pay Miss Morales as attention seeking because she did do a handful of interviews about Diddy's misconduct, but it seemed like nobody was really falling for that in court, according to the report. The prosecution also called Dawn Hughes. She's a clinical psychologist, and she testified about abuse victims and how they often stay with abusers and how they delay reporting abuse. And I think this is significant because a lot of people on the internet have been talking about, you know, Cassie should have left, she could have left, she did leave, whatever it is. And at the end of the day, there is psychology behind why she didn't leave, and I think it's significant that they brought in a clinical psychologist to talk about it. So court was adjourned on Thursday, and they were not in court today or on Monday because of Memorial Weekend. So just stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated on the key highlights. There were other testimonies I did not talk about in this video. I will do that in long form on YouTube, but these are just the main highlights. Have a good weekend.